Many of you would have seen the Badger gates that is boggling all of us. Let's not take it lightly. Because I think I would like to quote Donaza here. If it were an Emeka or a Chukodi or one of them names from the eastern region, it would have gone beyond what we are saying. Make no mistake, if we don't say it like this, people won't understand. Tell me the level of corruption that you see today that can be compared to what was happening in the Jonathan's government. Tell me. Let's look at the data together. It can't be compared to what we are seeing today. The form at which even IMF is telling us that these guys are spending money outside the budget. You don't spend money outside the budget. As a woman, you know you have a budget. In Nigeria, it can be really very dicey and daunting. You have a budget to go to the market, everything is somersaulting. So it might be like almost a crisis. But when a federal government have what you call a budget, everything has been put into that budget across 36 states and the federal capital. Every state is bringing their budget to collapse into one budget. And then all the agencies in all of these states. Every single area is not excluded. It must be in the budget. Of course, the budget will go through all of the different committees and all of that. And then a budget is passed as the budget of 2026, 2027, 2025. But what are we seeing? What is going on? How does an agency of government that does not exist finds its budget inside the national budget of a country? And you say to us that that agency does not exist. How do you explain that the same Director General of that agency says clearly that the reason I am screaming is that some person wants a 48% of a fund to that same agency? How do you explain that an agency does not exist with all these are they photo ops or are they AI? Of all of these international bodies that came in. Of course, their story is coming out also of who this person is. So it's like a con man conning another con man. Both con stars. That's what it is. I want to read I want to read some things to you, and please listen to some of the things I'm going to read out by people, Nigerian people, and what they are saying. And so it's important that we look at the different comments. So comment 1, please listen to this comment. I'm going to read it out. How are we now sure that the office of the presidency is not fake? It begs for answers. Because if a government office can tell us that an agency of government has passed through all the different government approval levels to then exist with 300 working staff, and you say they don't exist, we're not sure if the presidency is not fake. And I say it with every sense of responsibility. It means that this reflects, from a statement like this, it's all almost born out of how did the president even get there himself? How did the man in the presidency seat today get there? If you ask me, the Adeyemi guy will come out of this as a hero. Smiling, smelling of roses. Why? For refusing to part with 48% of the takeoff fund of his now non-existing agency to Gbajabiamila. Adeyemi might have been a crook in the past. Okay, I just said it. However, he believes his appointment and agency were genuine. Okay, That's his defense. Thus, his refusal to give 48%. He still have a 200 million balance, allegedly, for what he said, that was demanded of him to pay for him to be given director of an office. The question now is, was Gbajabiamila acting alone, or did he go higher up? You answer that in the comment section. Let's look at the last one. These guys are just a bunch of criminals milking the country dry. There are many comments on these videos, but I just thought to read these ones out. Watch the video of the interview on Arise. Join me and let us watch it, and we'll come back. I want you to listen to something. That's the three guys that came there. So an interview on Arise by Charles Onagogo. You can please watch what this interview was like if you have not seen it. And if you have seen it, please watch it with me and we'll come back.
How can a fake organization be able to get offices in the Federal Secretariat, have its budget approved in the National Assembly, open bank accounts in the Central Bank? How is that possible?
Charles, the nature of sophisticated crime and criminality across the world can be so tight that certain times you want to wonder how certain things happen. Let me give you a quick example.
Yeah, but it raises two questions.
I know.
It raises a question
in
about
America,
how this could have happened in your government.
No, in America where we are.
No, we're not talking about America. We're talking about Nigeria.
Let me give you an example. On October, all of us were alive when the incident of 9/11 happened. The 9/11, why don't you say, oh, why did this happen in America?
No,
let me tell you.
Those are two totally different things.
You see,
look, I'm afraid I can't. I mean, this is preposterous. You don't really have a response. Let me come to you.
I do.
Professor, Doctor.
Did I just hear Charles say preposterous? And saying to him, enough, you don't even have an answer. When you listen to that man, did he have an answer? It's difficult to defend such level of criminality. It's difficult. He can't even, he's not, if you go and listen to the entire video, he's not even coherent. And it takes on a posture of, we already have the answer kind of posture. Or an arrogance that shows, there's nothing people want to do, we have already won. Nigerians, we're going to prove to them that they have not won. You see, this is the battle of the soul of our country. Because if we allow these men to consolidate, in 2027, Nigeria is gone. They are going to consolidate. And you know they are passing a bill, not only of state police, but they are passing a bill, they are pushing a bill. We don't know if it's entered second reading for 6 years, one-time presidency. So after it's 4 years, they might say, okay, it's his turn to do the 6 years. And that will be solid 14 years. Whether it be alive for that, we do not know. Everything is in God's hand. But they will consolidate power in such a way that it will be ultimate power. Then they will have solid proteges that have become more consolidated and entrenched. I don't think you guys understand what we're playing with. I don't think many of us do. We must jettison these people out of government. This is not, we don't like to know. This is not a liking to know. This is scandalous. This is embarrassing for our country, Nigeria. We must bridge the gap of justice, fairness, accountability, and credibility in our country. As always, my name is Ayo, and this is Our Bridge.
If you make yourself available to be used for Togri in 2027 general election, if you make yourself available to be used for vote intimidation and vote buying, I have one thing to tell you. Ayema Baje. If you're a copper and you are posted to go and monitor the election or conduct the election and you join in vote buying or vote intimidation or you collaborate with INEC or politicians to rig election, Ayema Baje. When you serve finish and go look for job, even if it's one person they want to employ and only you show up, they will employ nothing. You will never get job. Anywhere you go to look for job will see you and run away. Opportunities will see you and block. You will beg for opportunity, you will not see. You will be jobless all your life. If you are a professor in Nigeria and you are used as a returning officer, you collaborate with the politicians or INEC to rig election in 2027, I pray everything you've read will vanish from your head. All your seed will be nothing. All your years of effort will wash before your eyes. All the calamity that has ever happened to anybody, that insecurity that has happened to in Nigeria, all their tears and calamity will fall on you. Ayema Baje. If you make yourself available to disfranchise Nigerians for vote intimidation, Ayema Baje, your life will be worse to the extent that you will beg for death. You will not see. You will ask for water, you will receive ice seed. You will beg for bread, they will give you stone. You will beg for meat, they will give you snake. Because you need to get to that level. Just share the video, sha. Share it. Let them hear. See, it is time we have to be angry. Angry. In 2027, we are calling for everybody to come out and vote. We have been protesting, requesting for real-time transmission of electoral results. And if at the end of the day, everybody turn out to vote, and you think you'll be used to the franchise people, for vote intimidation, for thuggery, to chase people away, your life will be worse than the worst of the worst person that has ever existed. That's what I said, and so shall it be. He say,